Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 56. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Rams and the Dolphins coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you for this one. And Charles, for the Dolphins, what a turnaround under Brian Flores in his third season. 5 wins in 2019, 10 last year, and now an AFC title and a berth in Super Bowl 56.
They've certainly made progress each year he's been the head coach, and this is the best progress of all. Now they have an opportunity to hoist the Lombardi Trophy, and it's been a long time since they've made it this far. Last Super Bowl trip, 1985, lost to San Francisco in Super Bowl 19 at Stanford Stadium. And yes, they do have 2 Super Bowl titles, but they were Super Bowl 7 and 8 back in 1973 and 1974.
Meanwhile, the L.A. Rams, they are back in the Super Bowl for the second time in 4 years. Remember, they lost Super Bowl 53 to the Patriots in Atlanta 13-3. But here they are trying to be the second team in 2 years after Tampa Bay last year to win the Super Bowl in their home stadium.
And we go back to that Super Bowl loss to the Patriots, and remember, they were an offensive juggernaut at that time. They only put up 3 points in that game, and they have been a little bit of a tough team to pin down over the last few years. They've had their shares of ups and downs, especially on the offensive side of the ball, but they've always had that great defense, and they're looking to ride that crew to a Super Bowl crown.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll be out right at the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here's big. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. A give running right is Akers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On 2nd and 12, Stafford open there, right side is Cup, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. A run with Lindsay out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and You know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all of those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Off play action, Fields. Dancing to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Now Carter. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Jackson now to return. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Flushed out right. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That's complete to his tight end Higbee. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
But 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Chase Young.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, this from 37. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Play action. It's Fields. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime at Super Bowl 56. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Fields throws taken in by Waddle. And this is going to be another first down, as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30. Here's Fields. A little check down to Lindsey. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Again, Fields. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run with Lindsey. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Gurley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And they'll run here with Carter. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Adam Shaheen there to make the grab. And the Dolphins will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Jackson now to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chunking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man right side is cut, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. Their first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown,
75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Stafford now to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
To the air again, Stafford. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw, Stafford. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down now, Akers. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
On 4th down, Stafford. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluded, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. After the sack on 1st down, Fields escaping the pressure right, letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 15. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran deep
on Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.